Hi, fourth grade. It's Mrs. Reeves. I just wanted to introduce a little project that we're going to be working on between now and Thanksgiving break. I just wanted to go over it with you really quickly and give you some directions. You're going to see the first page that looks like this, and this is really just telling you all the different things that you might have to do within this project. So you might have to type your answers into the gray. It might ask you to copy and paste. It might ask you to move an object, to drag and drop, or to use a shape or line tool. So that's what that's going over. Over here on the next slide, it's going to show you how to zoom in or out. So maybe you want to zoom in or out in Google Slides, how to select a text box or object, how to insert an image if you want to, how to draw a text box, how to draw a shape, and how to insert all these different lines and arrows. So this is really just a guide to go over with you all the different things that you can do within Google Slides. Our project for the next couple of days is going to be called Human Impacts, the Life Cycle of a Plastic Bottle. I know that you guys have already explored this a little bit and have talked about what the life cycle of a plastic bottle is, and how long it takes for plastic to decompose in a landfill, and how little plastic is truly recyclable. And I know that you've talked about the plastic problem with plastic in the oceans. We're going to learn a little bit more about what that problem looks like. You might have seen this video before, but we're going to watch one more time on the life cycle of a plastic bottle. And then on each slide, there are going to be some questions for you to answer. So some of them are going to be questions based on what you watched in the video or what you read about. Whenever there's a paragraph to read, there will always be an audio button up in the corner that will read to you. Then when you go down here, it's going to ask you to make a plan. It says, what can I do to reduce the plastic waste or pollution that I create? What is my goal? How can I achieve this goal? And what materials or help will I need to carry out this project? This is your plan and your project, guys, okay? So you're thinking about everything that you learned and you're coming up with a real plan to reduce the amount of plastic waste or pollution that you create. You can even get your family involved if that's something that they're willing to do. Over the next week, you will be carrying out your plan and journaling your efforts daily. You know what that means, right? It has to be an achievable plan, right? So you shouldn't make your plan something like, I'll just never use any plastic ever again. Is that possible? No. Great goal, not really achievable. For example, what would you do about laundry detergent or dish soap, right? You could certainly try to use less of, but it would be really difficult to get rid of it altogether. What's one thing you could change? Remember fourth grade last year for Grades of Green, they changed Ziploc bags to reusable bags. Is there one small change you could make that's achievable, that's something that you could put into action over the next week? Here on this slide, you're also going to take a picture or draw all the different things that happen over the next couple of days while you're working on this. So I'm just going to use the example of the plastic Ziploc bags again. Maybe on day one, what I did that day was I told my family that we weren't going to be using Ziploc bags anymore. Maybe on day two, I worked together with my mom to try to find some alternatives for that. Maybe on day three, I used one of those alternatives. Maybe on day four, it was the first day that my mom didn't have to buy plastic at the grocery store that day, right? So you're really going to be looking and seeing all the different step by step changes. Okay. Now, here's what our journal is going to look like. What actions did you take today to achieve your goal? Please be detailed. So, this is really important, guys. This is action based. This isn't just reading and responding. This is really doing an action. Okay. Then day two, it's going to ask about your actions. Day three is going to ask about your actions. What pattern are we seeing? It's asking us about our actions. Every day we have to do something. Okay. So in fourth grade, it's really enough of just talking about it. Now let's do it. Let's make a change. Okay. Now at the end, you're going to reflect on your project and any changes that you feel happened because of it. Okay. So anytime there's a paragraph to read or a direction to read, I will always have an audio button there. So always make sure to look for that. But remember, be thinking, be brainstorming. This is just brainstorming today. What is a change that you can make in your household that's doable? Okay. Again, don't make it big. Don't make it expensive. If you make it too big or too expensive, you probably won't achieve it. Make it small and achievable. Okay. So that is our human impacts on plastic project that we're going to be working on between now and Thanksgiving. I hope that you have fun with it. I think it's going to be enjoyable. And I hope that we can work together to make a positive change. All right, good luck, fourth grade. Can't wait to read about all your ideas.